Another disturbing creation from the mind of one sick and who can't tell the difference and gets stupefied. And I've been waiting my whole life for just one rock, and all I needed was just one rock. And can you say that you don't give up rock? I'm myself stupefied, I'm back again. All I wanted was just one rock, one tiny little innocent rock. And when I feel like I'm shit out of luck, I'm myself stupefied, I'm back again. Why do you like laying around with my another scope of reality? I can feel it all start slipping, I think I'm breaking down. Why do you like laying around with my neuroscope of reality? I can feel it all start slipping away. See, but I don't get it. Don't you think maybe we can put it on credit? Don't you think I can take it, jump on another minute? I get stupid boy. It's all the same as ain't living it, but I don't get it. Don't you think maybe we can put it on credit? Don't you think I can take it, jump on another minute? I get stupid boy. I get stupid boy. All the people in the left wing, rock, and all the people in the right wing, rock, and all the people in the underground, rock. By myself, stupefied, coming back again. All the people in the high rise, rock, and all the people in the projects, rock, and all the heads in the body, oh, rock. By myself, stupefied, coming back again. Why do you like laying around with my neuroscope of reality? I can feel it all start slipping, I think I'm breaking down. Why do you like laying around with my neuroscope of reality? I can feel it all start slipping away. See, but I don't get it. Don't you think maybe we can put it on credit? Don't you think you can take it to another minute? I get stupid boy. It's all the same as ain't living it, but I don't get it. Don't you think maybe we can put it on credit? Don't you think you can take it to another minute? I get stupid boy. I get stupid boy.
I love that song. Hello, can you guys hear me okay? It looks like my bubble is moving and the marijuana is falling. Hey, Christoph. Hello, Miss Gypsy Raven Red Feather. Hi, Stevie Lee. Hey, Pippi. Hey, Hellbilly. I hope you guys have fun wherever you go. Oh, we are supposed to get rain this weekend, but we've had it on and off all week. Hey, Jen. Hey, Sarah. Hello, Lisa. To go dancing or go to the movies? So do you guys just go to, like, I guess the bars um when you go dancing? That's fun that you guys still do stuff like that. That's cool. Hey, Jenny. So, unfortunately, Kendra has left the building. Kendra has left YouTube. As we know, I don't really want to talk a lot about it cuz um there's just my brain could go in so many different directions um of the bullshittery of life. So, Kendra's birthday is today though. She's decided for now it's time to, have her YouTube channel gone. Fully support Kendra. And if you would like to put a smile on Kendra's fake face today, you could even send her just $1. Wish her a happy birthday. Um, Send her a few bucks, whatever, and just wish her a happy birthday. And let her feel a little bit, cared about around here. Yep, big hugs. We knew I didn't, but wish her well. No, we didn't know. Or I don't know. I don't know what I said. We knew. Oops, I misspoke. Whatever it was. We meaning my multiple personalities in my head. Hey, Abby and Stevie Lee. Did I say? I can't remember. I think I caught you already, but I'm not sure. So a very happy birthday to her. Um, Hopefully she's, finding some fun stuff to do. I'm sure she is. Actually, I'm pretty sure she is. So, yeah, and then there's that. In the honor of Kendra, and the honor of me, remove that mofo. Sorry, Stevie Lee. I don't even. Yeah, really, as we all know, is just generally the personalities in my head. I don't know. Because that's such a broad statement for what we all really know. Oh, no, I know. As we all know, I was referring to, as we all know, I think I ended my sentence and didn't finish what the as we all know was. That's what I bet happened. No, we all know the history of people in this community and how some things can seem extremely surprising. And as we all know, that fact about, about people. And I just don't want to be, I want to be broad, basically. So yeah, I bet that's what I meant, is that we all know that there's especially, I'll say especially a certain person here, um, named Genevra, who, on record has done many things to Brooke and other people that we do know. And I guess that's what I was referring to. It's people like her and things that, that we have as fact that we do know. And so I think that's what I meant. And then I think I just didn't complete the sentence. And my thought just went into Kendra's birthday, probably. That's all. Right. It sure doesn't. The other thing I'll say is that, oh gosh, how do I want to say this? And I'm not saying anything earth shattering. I just, I don't know why I'm watching my words so carefully, because I'm not really saying anything major. But I do believe that things are only one way. And so I think one reason and I'm just assuming, I haven't really, honestly, I didn't ask Kendra really any questions. I let her tell me whatever she wanted to tell me, and it wasn't a lot. So I'm assuming that Kendra probably really can't say anything. And I think, hey, Rainbow, and I think other people actually can say whatever they want. And I think other people are already known liars. And so when other people are just deciding to take panels and speak their mind because I didn't either. I did not either, Lisa. But from what I've heard, you know, from just, people just don't always tell the truth, especially when they're given complete free reign to say whatever they want. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that on that note. Other than through the stream, I am going to promote Kendra's Cash App on my screen because, even just a few Cash Apps will make her smile, will make whatever she's doing today, will make her day even better. So, um, that's really the only way I can support her right now is hoping that she gets, a little money. You know what I mean? So, that's what I'll do. That's what I want to do. Now, how am I going to do that? How am I going to fill up this time? I don't know. We've got a few options. There's a few things I was thinking about. One's an original thought. One's a little, I don't know, examining and detective work. Not really detective work, just examining stuff. And the third is covering something we've already covered, but is so much fun. So I could cover Anne's Piss Face Live, and we could get some really good laughs about that. Or I can always save that for another day because, that'll be actually all this stuff will be here. So I don't know. Then the other thought I was having on something I could go live about. Right, Lisa. Right, really, it's just not even our place to talk about it, really. Not that we don't, because we talk about whatever the fuck we want. And we make a lot of things our business that aren't. So I don't know, whatever. We can always make fun of William, yeah, and then there's that. We could go over John's stream specifically where he talked about Susie Q and examine the text messages of Susie Q wanting him to move in with her and taking, just, diving into that and taking a closer look at that. That's kind of what I meant by detective work and examining stuff. I don't know. Not really any detective work, just looking much closer at those things. So one was Anne's live, two was the Susie Q stuff, and then the third thing was a kind of original, but something I've already done before. Was I can pull up some of Jules's old streams and we can do the summaries. I can ask the AI to pull up what fun facts she might have talked about in that stream, and we can laugh and make fun of her stuff. The streams that she talked about, piss face, we can pull those back up and let's see. I don't think Restream has this fancy voting stuff, but YouTube does. So let me see if I can make a YouTube vote here. Let me see if I can. I had trouble giving out free memberships before. Let me also see if I can figure that out while I'm here. Oops, let me mute my voice. Okay, let's see. I don't know why I just can't figure out shit anymore. Like, for real. Oh, because that would help if I'm on my channel. Switch accounts. I'm on the sniping Jules channel. Okay, now we're viewing the channel. And what am I looking for here? I forget what I'm doing now. Jeez. Hey, Brenna. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm looking for my stream to decide what to do a vote and to do that. Lord. Okay, let's see if I can. Start a poll. Okay, well, let's start a poll. It's not going to be yes or no. It's going to be, I guess, ask a question. Start a Q&A. No, that's not it. Sorry, you guys. Well, I have to be a poll, but I don't want the. Oh, okay. What should we do? Number one was go over Anne's piss face live. Number two, examine Susie Q's crazy plan with JY. Let's see, add an option. Number three was okay, did I go over? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, Jewel stream. And shit, nope. Okay, the poll has started. We'll let it go for, let's see, what time is it? 5:08. We'll let it go for 10 minutes. And let me see if I can remember, or if I can figure out. Oh, there we go. Send 5. I'm just sending all 10 now. And send 5 more. Because I always either forget to do it or forget how. All right, let's see who got them. Stevie Lee, Habby, Hellbilly, Brenna, Cassie, Tia Soap History, Kindness Works, Handle Stash, Chef's Kiss, Miranda's World. Oh my gosh, I have Momo lizard. I have a bee. I forgot my emojis. My emojis are kind of stupid, but there they are. Hey, baby duck. Okay, let me pull this stream up on my phone. I can't read the poll. Why can't I read the poll? Actually, it looks like Anne's probably winning though so far. Maybe that's why I just see that. No. Oh, there we go. So far, we got Anne at 47%, Susie Q's Crazy Plan with JY 37%, and the bottom one at 19%. All right. Let's see while that goes. And again, if you're just joining us, today is Kendra's birthday, and she's taking a break from personal Lindsay. Oh, I've got her blocked. Did she get one? That is so funny. Lindsay won. That is hilarious. Let me do something just for Lindsay. Let's see. I don't really have many of these things back here, but let's do this.
She was living in a single room with 3 other individuals. One of them was a male, and the other 2, well, the other 2 were females. God only knows what they were up to in there. And furthermore, Susan, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised to learn that all 4 of them habitually smoke marijuana cigarettes. Reefers.
That's for Lindsay. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Hey, Jenny. So I don't really offer much on memberships. As you can see, I barely even know what my little emojis are. Oh, I have an emoji labeled Lindsay. Oh. Well, whatever. Can you put it up on the screen again? Let's see. Oh, wait, Lindsay. Oh, is she who's the clown? I don't even know. Oh, it's the clown. Oh my God, that's great. It's the fucking clown. Okay. I don't know how long ago I did these. I didn't remember. That's really funny. It's a clown from Traders too. From season 3 of Traders. I love that clown. I also use it on I use it as the avatar thing when I play Ginevra's police call that she did on Brooke when Brooke had the kids over and her son was having the slumber party. I use that clown there too. Yeah. Oh, I muted you guys. Crap. Hey, Irish. Hey, Bambi. Okay, I was starting to look for Anne's Live, and then I got totally sidetracked with, I just saw something crazy. Let me share the screen. Do any of you guys watch Summer House? Because I just saw this on my screen as I was going to look for Anne's Live. It says XXX leaks. And then it says underneath, Summer House star West Wilson responds to leaked nudes. I don't know. I don't know if he really has leaked nudes or not. And I know this isn't what we're here for. I just got sidetracked pulling up Anne's Live because that's probably the winner. Holy crap. This crazy Summer House thing is, I know, right, Stevie Lee? Yes, okay, let's see. Back to finding Anne's Live, and then I'll check the vote. Yeah, I was in shock when I saw that. And I don't know how I hit the mute button. I don't know. Who knows? Okay, let's see. Let's check the vote. 10 minutes exactly. And we've got a winner. We've got, there we go. Anne's won. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't have you guys muted for too long. Jeez. I'm sorry. Because you're so focused and I do that. Sometimes a content creator goes really silent and yeah, you're really focused on something. So you're just not even, and then they talk and you're like, ah, yep. Well, I generally don't even want to play anybody's intro, but damn it, Jen loves this intro and it makes me kind of want to play it just because she loves it. So. What happened to my thing? It wasn't at the bottom of the screen. There it is. Oh, I guess it leaves when I put people's comments up. Okay. I wish I could make the box look fancier. All right. Let's see, I think, let me turn that down. Do we want to see the chat with it? Yeah, why not? All right. All right, let's listen, and we're gonna listen to the song for Jen. Oh wait, I can't hear anything.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up or rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest. There ain't no way I'll never stop.
Okay, hello. Hello, Ann. Thanks for letting us listen to your intro. Jen, that was going out to you, Jen Bailey. That's my DJ skills right there. Hey, Health. It is so good to see you. Carrie also. Let's see, somebody else came in. Pippi. Hello. All right, so we are just going to laugh and go over Ann's live. And today is Kendra's birthday, so if you would like to put a little smile on Kendra's face and send her $1 or $2, her Cash App is on the screen. It is $KMALEY61 Cash App. All right, let's continue. Let's listen to Ann talk about Ms. Pissface Jules herself.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone this weekend?
Hello, Ann.
I'll just say my hellos in the chat.
Hope you're having a good Thursday. We're going to kind of skip your hellos. Let's see.
Hi, Dreamy.
Hi, Dreamy. See,
I was going to be in Triflin last night and was out all day with the grandkids at the beach and stuff. Hi, Miss Liability. Came home, thought I'll go for a nap. Hi, Twisted Ginger. And totally crashed out. Hi, Charbati. Totally crashed out till about 11 o'clock last night. Hi, Gary. And when I woke up, I was like, oh, where am I? You know, that way you're sort of disorientated. But today I have been, it's beautiful weather here, doing the washings and stuff, and decided to sort out all my garden. So I have, is off its rocker. Yep, off its rocker is an expression here. So I have been really, really busy, but I really, oh, George, I have, that's what I've been doing, George. So I listened. I've got some interesting information to share. Fun fact, guys, fun fact. So I have been listening to an old live of Amzi's, and I have asked Amzi's permission for, I'm not going to play the whole live. I'm going to take, I was doing my garden, my earbud in, and every so often I would go, oh, I want to bullet point that. So I would get up an approximate timestamp, and so I would know where I'm going with it. But very interesting, Jules, very, very interesting. So let me go back a bit.
Very interesting. Okay, let's see. I wanted these. These still don't seem very
I really
good.
need to go right back. So this is a live that Amzi had Jules and Jen on her panel. And Jules makes quite a few admissions on this live.
She sure did.
Interesting, Jules, considering you make plenty of denials now.
Lots of fun facts. Actual fun facts. Piss face.
Very interesting.
Oh, I hope you feel better, Bambi. Is it big enough? I can make it a little bigger if you want me to. Let me go up to.
Sorry, I'm just scrolling down. I'm getting back some. And as I said, I was so busy there, and then I came in and I grabbed some food. So I wanted definitely go live before the week ended. And I will share the screen.
Hey, Terry Time, sure.
Jen, you should watch this live. It's you look and sound amazing in it. So you do. Here. Okay, back to my channel. Hi, Lack. Hi, Just Me.
Let's see. There we go.
Look at those stickers on the wall. Look at those stickers.
Actually, let's take this down. Let's just do. There we go. I know, and the stickers do crack me up because those of us that have been around for a while remember how, proud she was of her Dollar Tree decorations. She just wants to make it so pretty for everybody.
So fucking funny. Okay. I might speed up a little bit. I'm also going to put closed captions on because I want people to see what Jules is saying in this, because she tries to rewrite the history, as we say. And
hi, Kirsten.
Hello. Oh, must have been a bit savage. Hello. So here we go.
Do you know what I'm saying? I felt good today to talk about little people. And I even said that on Lauren's thing. I said, it's nice to actually come up on a panel and talk about something that I know. And I'm really looking forward because we came up with an idea of what we're going to cover with Heidi next week. And I've got a lot.
It'll be really good. She just announced it tonight. To stay tuned for next Tuesday.
Oh, I can't.
And that's the thing is if the rest of us can get over this, it's just, am I happy that my man was attacked? Oh, hell no. Hell no. That still pisses me the fuck off because again, let's say it on this channel. If in fact he were convicted of what was in that complaint, he'd be in prison for 25 years.
Am I happy my man was attacked? Hell no. My man.
He's doing 7, but he will be out in 3.5. Just to clear things up.
That's interesting you say that, Jules, because I believe he took a plea deal, and that's why. No, you're right. He wasn't convicted of what he was originally charged for.
Man.
But is that not how it goes? But
hello, Anne. Good to see you. I know you were at the beach the day that you did this, or the day before you did this stream. Thanks for coming in. I think I need to change the color of these to red.
this is honestly, she is mind-blowing in this live.
Because he was not convicted of what was in the complaint, which is what everybody can. So let's just air that out right now. And the reason why it upset me so much is because he cannot speak for himself. If you guys were actually talk to this man and know how changed his life is and how much he is inspired, he is way more inspired than I am. That's for damn sure. And it just kills me because all of this.
If you can release your discovery, please release it because we're open panel. Any of these women can come in. I'm totally open to having
and by the way, I apologize. I apologize, Jules. When I said something, I spoke out of pocket. And I've been arrested over 10.
I accept your apology, but it pissed me the hell off. It pissed me off. Because you guys weren't attacking me because there ain't shit to attack about me because I don't.
Well, isn't Jules generous for accepting an apology? Actually, that is kind of, because she really never accepts them. She will carry that, she'll act like she accepts them, but then when you fight again, she'll bring it all right back up.
I have a record. I got arrested for possession once, and I had to pay $250 fine. We're done. And I'm 1 year old. So you couldn't come after me, so you guys went after him.
You would probably have gotten longer. Like you probably would have done time in jail if you hadn't been a CI, Jules. Because you were the CI, you got a deal, and you didn't have to serve time.
And I know it was a little troll from Delaware who was feeding the information, and that is why still she's a little troll.
So I take it that was Lisa that she's talking about, the little troll from Delaware.
I thought Lisa lived in Maryland. I didn't realize Lisa was in Delaware also. I was surprised about that because I always thought Lisa was in Maryland, but I guess not.
Oh, from Delaware, and my story has never changed when it came to that bitch.
Hi, Bridget Lynn.
Do you know what's funny about this? She takes over the.
For anybody just joining us, today is Kendra's birthday, and if you would like to put a little bit of a smile on her face and send her a buck or two, I've got her Cash App at the bottom of the screen. It's $KMALEY 61.
Whole conversation constantly.
Why is it okay for her to talk about your man when the guy that she's with, that she's not even married to,
is 17 years?
Why is that okay to discuss that business, but she's definitely no hands?
Oh, Jules is feeling herself.
Crazy. Don't move around. Yeah.
I'm just so entirely sick and tired, because here's the thing, guys, if you don't like somebody, you have the balls to do it. So at least what was happening over on that other channel today, at least I guess they're having the balls to say it themselves there. But still, just we're adults. Let's enough with the fake accounts might have been amusing at the beginning.
Jules, I don't know why you had to change to the B, but
Hi, Rainbow. Thank you. That was nice.
Because your filter here was actually working quite well for you.
Being like, oh, ha ha ha, it's over. Please, let's just stop. If you don't like somebody, tell them.
I mean, I guess what are they scared of? It's not like they've come up with a new phone app where you can actually get through the screen and get them. Like, if you can, I don't understand it, especially with Marie and Kat and Lisa. It's like, get up. Like, you know how many times I've had to get up and say, hey, accountability. You know, Jules.
I can't hear you.
Wait, what about accountability?
I'm gonna drop down a comment.
So someone posted on Reddit a voice memo of the pea cow, Just Jules, admitting she tried to unalive herself and Glenwood, which would be, you know, one of those little M/S events, when she drove into the ditch and then the weed charge came from that car crash. You know, but she makes everything out to be like, but my situation was so much better than yours. It was just so much better because I'm so much better than you. And then you find out it was actually like way lower and grimier and dirtier, because that's who she truly is. And she just continues to try to put on this facade that she's not the little 2-bit crackhead hooker that her mama raised.
No, we can hear you now. We can hear you.
She does that every time.
Corrected.
And if you guys see that I have my shamrock set up.
What's interesting is Sherry is starting to talk about somebody that is a troll, and Sherry's talking about the troll in this chat. But she does make it a slight mistake, because she said this person goes by many names that start with fur. She was actually mistaken bald cat for fur cat, but the cat was spelt the same, K-A-T-T. And she also talks about how this cat was stalking Dom or harassing.
Wow. So, and no offense, Jen, but Jen tends to confuse people's names like that too, and thinks that people might be the same person sometimes because part of their name is the same as somebody else's. And I do remember that fur cat account also. I mean, I wouldn't have even thought of that account until Ann just mentioned it, but I remember that account. And that's very I'm not going to be like Jules and try to diagnose Jules, but clearly at that time her mental health well, her mental health always seems to be in a huge disarray. It was really messed up back then though. That was in the oh my god, Heidi's in my front yard in a black car even though she lives in the state of Washington. She somehow has just said F it to her job and come all the way to Chicago just to sit in front of my apartment. That was in those days.
Because I have a video visit tomorrow at 3:30. There is no shame in my man. I am extremely proud of the things that he has done with himself. And considering
Extremely proud of your man and the things that he's done. The trafficking of the women across the state lines to do their job that they agreed to do, and they might have even willingly gone across the state lines, but that doesn't mean that it still was not trafficking, because that is exactly what human trafficking is.
Jail. So,
I never, that's the thing. No, they couldn't come after me. I don't have kids to come after. To come after my squirrels and you come after my man. What the fuck? And for the record, everybody, Yolanda is doing fabulous and she got her fur back, but I did end up losing one of my squirrels. One of my squirrels actually died Saturday before last. I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, bam, 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 bam at the door. It's a neighbor, and I'm like,
this must have been when Jules still opened the door.
She's like, it's Carly from next door. One of your squirrels is in front of my building and it's not doing well.
It's crazy. I guess it wasn't in the middle of the night, so I misheard the story. At 8 a.m., somebody's coming over from a different building to let Jules, the squirrel whisperer, who's actually more responsible for injuring so many of the squirrels over there because they were all fighting each other to get to her food at the 3 stories that they had to climb and race each other and knock each other down and bite each other's limbs off and all the crap they did to fight. Okay.
I ran out there with a bag of nuts and it needed more nuts. And so I went.
Fun fact, they're all talking in the chat about who called Mikey's mom, I'll tell you somebody that did call Mikey's mom. That would be Maria.
You know what? And when Ann said that in the stream, I remember when there was like a very short time period where I hung out in Jen's chat in 2022. And back then, because Mikey was so confused about who had called his mother, because everybody kept telling him it was either Maria, Jules, or Brooke, I believe, were the 3 different people he was accusing back then. But he was really hard on accusing Brooke back then, and that was when, after Brooke and Maria had made up, and you think that Maria would have gone to Brooke and said, oh, wait, by the way, that was me. I don't know why he's blaming you, but that was me. But of course she didn't. And turns out it was her, and was letting her, friends take the blame for it.
Got a carrier, and I was able to throw a towel over her and put her in a carrier. I brought her to the wildlife refuge because I know of 2. I am in full contact with these people. Anyway, and I thought they were going to have to euthanize her right away because she did not look good. But I called later on, and they said they had her on pain meds. And
Jules, how much do you pay a vet to euthanize a squirrel? Coach, I'm DMing you the one to the squirrel's funeral flyer. Is this for real? Or is this a future event or a past event? And what the fuck? Okay, I can't. Hey, Ginger. I can't with the squirrel flyer. You just sent my head into overdrive. What the fuck? I'm still stuck on youth. Like, you're sending squirrels to the vet, which cost a lot of money. So even whether they have to euthanize him or give him treatment, like, that's a lot of fucking money. Jules didn't have that money. Okay, it's a joke. Thank God, because my head was spinning. Like, this can't be a past event. And if it's a future event, sign me up. But I gotta wrap my head around it. Oh my goodness. So they had the squirrel on pain meds. Like, is this a squirrel grift? Because we've seen the condition of her squirrels. Like, she never took any of those other squirrels to the freaking hospital to get their limbs examined when their limbs were torn off and shit. And how is a squirrel? That squirrel must be completely comatose to let you pick it up and get it to a vet. Because if that squirrel even had, like, just a tiny bit of life in him, don't you think that squirrel would run the fuck away? Squirrel Suboxone. No, that's okay. Rainbow, I just that's okay. Please continue. Yeah, and squirrels are mean and they're afraid of humans. And I don't know, like, this is some fucked up squirrel grifting. To the squirrel, yes, and I was getting ready to go there next. Was this some kind of a squirrel recruitment for freedom, sobriety, freedom, success, sobriety? Like, was she trying to get the squirrels off of the cracked nuts? Look at my DMs. Okay, let's see. In loving memory of Wanda the squirrel. Survived the moldy window, but okay, I gotta upload this. All right, let me mute you guys real quick. I gotta get this on screen for you to see. Okay, it's up. Let me grab it. I know squirrels are not meant to be pets. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see graphics. In loving memory. Do I have any funeral march music? Let's see. Probably not. Look out. Nature sounds. Isn't that cute? Nature sounds. All right, survived the moldy windows, but couldn't survive Wiggle's hands. Her last words were, "How about these nuts?" They actually make awesome pets if rescued as a baby. R.I.P. Wanda the squirrel, professional graphic designer Rainbow. That's really realistic, these nature sounds, right? I feel like they're outside my window. All right, let's stop those. Oh, really? Yeah, I can see it. Totally could be a funeral march. I mean, in many ways, but quite literally, it does sound like it could have been a funeral march. And a lot would probably agree that's what it was for them too. Okay, let's listen to Jules. Let's get back to the pain meds for poor Wanda.
And they said that she had some head trauma and she had a wound to her back leg. I was hopeful, but then I called Monday and they said Sunday when they came in, she declined. But at least she did not die outside getting pecked on.
And then it's
What was the bill? At least she didn't die outside getting pecked on. It's not. It's not really funny. And yet I'm laughing. Oh, I didn't know that the Catholic Church wouldn't allow that. I'm Catholic, and I've been to Catholic weddings, and I don't even remember if it was ever played or not. I guess it probably wasn't. Or maybe that's a rule that different. I don't know. Wow. I mean, like, what kind of a bill? That's ridiculous. Nobody was paying for this squirrel to get a weekend of emergency care and to get all this medicine and all these pills and all this stuff and then be put down 3 days later. Like, people are having to make big decisions about the care of their actual legitimate house pets. Not squirrels that are meant to live outside in nature.
in the chat. This woman has gone by many names and is Dom's Catfish and has many accounts. So they obviously thought that was Bald Cat that was Dom's Catfish as well.
By anybody else. She died with dignity and they had her on pain meds. And here's the upsetting part is I think it was Wiggles.
Bye, Marissa. Bye, Joe.
I think it was Wiggles because I haven't seen Wiggles since then. And I loved Wiggles. She was always a little off, but another animal had gotten to her and she must have gotten away, whatever. But
Now I get survived the moldy window, but couldn't survive Wiggles' hands. Oh my gosh. Her last words were, "How about these nuts?" Hey, la-di-da. Right, and then once you return that squirrel to nature, you can't there's so many so many things.
I love my baby, and I have over 20 squirrels.
You don't have over 20
No,
squirrels.
you don't.
You don't.
Not just Yolanda. There's like over 20.
Yolanda 1, Yolanda 2.
If you only knew, I'm thinking about starting an Amazon wish list for my squirrels. Because if you only knew how much
Jules, just stay away from Cash App and you're fine.
How good does Jen Bailey look?
All I need is nuts for this world. They're going to eat me out of house and home.
Well, I do know of a place you can get some nut. Are we talking about the same nut?
Yeah.
Okay, because they
I don't know.
been known to have
Well,
a lot of nut for squirrels.
Hi, Gary.
I'm not going to have any nuts or balls in my face for almost a year now. So
Jules is talking about sex.
She hasn't had any nuts or balls in her face for about a year at that point. And this was in like 2021. So she's saying that she had nuts and balls in her face in 2020. Gross. I don't really want to think about that. Or is she just talking about squirrel nuts and balls? Because she's definitely had 20 squirrels nuts and balls a day in her face. I know, right? Right, E? How did the squirrels ever survive?
because he will be, in fact, he will be home at this point in March of 2022. He will definitely have already been home. We're hoping, fingers crossed, for Christmas. But
See, and that's the stuff that we need in your situation with the guy that you talked to, because
This was so interesting because we know what her letter to the judge said. We know what the judge said, that Glenwood was to stay away from her. Listen to the lies from Jules.
Yeah, that whole letter thing still is crazy to me and seems just really unethical or not unethical. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's just like the ethics of it seem really off of the confidential informant writing that. But yes, let's listen, Anne. Anne's doing a great job, isn't she, everybody? Not that she needs us to tell her, but
This is so interesting. Yes. Jules admits that it was her that put Glenwood in jail. Well, she's the one that rang that bell. Isn't that what you said, Jules?
I can verify, like, I've never met this guy, but like I have, like, before Jules and I fell out, we had talked about this guy is he's a good guy. Like, there are actually people that go to prison.
How many people's men make them crochet them a bear? My scary sex trafficking man made this for me. Why is it so bad? Oh wait, there we go.
The last time that I saw Lisa on Amy's channel, that was
when. Have you ever seen anyone so excited over a crochet teddy bear?
And Lisa
and I'm getting another one for my birthday next month.
I'd be like, hold on the gifts. It's okay, hold on the gifts.
And they completely,
really fucking cute.
Made Amy look.
It really is.
It was a joke. And yes, I did count 37 lies, Lisa. Yes, I did.
No, and if you guys were to see the card that came with it, it says, "A pink bear for my pinky bear." I am his pinky bear, and that's why it was a pink bear. And he.
Oh dear.
Oh, Anne. Anne. I'm talking to past tense Anne, even though it might sound like I'm talking to current Anne. Well, I'm still talking to current Anne, but oh, Anne. It's a pink bear for my pinky bear. Hello, David Lopez. I love how her Cash App is Pinky Bear too. Like, I wonder if that's how Gil paid her was through her Pinky Bear Cash App.
Said whatever he's making me for my birthday is even better. So I'm sorry. I cried. I cried my eyes out when I opened that thing. That was probably the most personal gift I've ever gotten in my life.
Well, that's
I would have fucking cried too. I can say with absolute honesty, I would have cried too. I would have also been livid if anybody had given me that as a gift.
Kind of
That's
how I felt like
awesome.
with Clint, except like your dude, you know, he's more, you have had to become acclimated to this. I mean, you kind of are a prison wife. And that's where I got scared because I'm like, these women, some of them are smart. Okay, we got CPS, we got this, we got that, we got doxing and everything. I was scared because I was like, I didn't want them to do anything that could jeopardize your situation. And that's what scared me. But then I got mad because I was like, okay, but the guy she's with was in prison for 16 years and that's not to be mentioned. That's a no-no.
And here's the thing: is I think it might have just been a drug charge, and if it was, those are some hell of a drugs to have you for 17 years. That ain't weed.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's nobody's
being silly.
It's nobody's story unless somebody wants to tell it, and they want to tell a lot of everyone else's story.
My cats are acting like fools. You see them running. They're doing their nighttime squirrelies.
Thank you, Lindsay.
But no, and here's the thing. The thing that really sucks is before. All of these charges are from 2016. And in between 2016 and 2018, when they actually came after him.
You barely come up for air. You interrupt yourself to talk about your cats. Also, Jen was still talking. I mean, and yeah, I think that it had to have been after he made the Pinky Bear. Because again, I would assume that when he dumped her, that's when he found out. He probably had just gotten all his paperwork and everything at that point from the courts and all that stuff. Because doesn't that stuff take a long time to get? Because Glenwood, her ex-boyfriend, Pimp, crocheted her a pink bear. And she just told us the note said, it's a pink bear for my Pinky Bear.
He had changed his life. He had been sober for years. And that is the only reason he did anything wrong is because of his addiction. And all of that shit that's in the complaints, you know where that comes from? That comes from him being up 3 days on crack and not knowing what he knows. He'll tell you that his own mouth is what got him into prison. But here's the deal. The actual judge in Wisconsin that sentenced him, he was going to, did he do it or is he in there for something else? He is in there for 2 counts of solicitation of a prostitute. 2, keeping a place of a prostitution because his name was on.
You almost sound proud. He is in there for 2 counts of solicitation. Jules, that is prostitution. So he didn't get in trouble. He didn't end up getting the trafficking charges. But he still got the prostitution charges. Just not the taking him across state lines. But didn't he have to go to court in any other states? Or was it just in Wisconsin? And then did all the other states drop theirs? Or what? I wonder. Because at one point, you know, he had charges pending in like a few other states. Well, and then when he got out, he was on probation and he had to go right back in. And then he got out again, and I believe he's been on the run. Since the last time he got out, he's been on the run. Allegedly, in my opinion, maybe hiding in Jules's apartment, but who knows? He could be imaginary, man.
A hotel room. So that's what.
First lie. Because his name was on the hotel room. That's a lie, Jules. See, this is where Jules has tripped.
So his name being on the hotel room, the solicitation going on in the hotel room. Jules, were you soliciting too in the hotel room? Huh?
Herself up because she told too much then, and she's just a fucking liar.
But no, somebody asked what his charge. He was not arrested for. He was not.
Oh, and look, there's Lindsay in the comments. Jen Bailey, you do look great, gorgeous.
convicted of sex trafficking, because if he was, he'd be in prison for 25 years. He was, he's in Lily Light White, Wisconsin area, and believe me. So what happened is the judge that actually sentenced him, he told him, he said, Mr. Brown, which of course he's already been doxxed by the little troll. So anyway, he said, Mr. Brown, he said, if this were your only time in front of the law, he said, I would give you parole for this.
What?
Did the judge say that though, Jules? Or is that what you're saying? Hi, Carol.
No way.
He goes, but I need you to sit your ass down and think about stuff, because he has had other drug charges. He's had other drug charges in Pennsylvania. And I'm telling you, if he could have sold his own ass for crack, he would have done it. That's how bad.
He did sell his own ass for crack. It's in the fucking paperwork. He actually did sell his own ass for crack. And I will say it again. I will say it over and over. There are not women out there who are spending money on... You need to stop. She went to college for a degree, ho. I will say this over and over again. There are not women that are cruising up and down the street looking for male prostitutes. Women don't work that way. It's the men that are cruising up and down the streets looking for prostitutes. Guess what? Men buy male prostitutes. This man was prostituting himself. He actually was. It is in the court paperwork. So, when Jules was dumped by a pimp from prison, she was actually dumped by a bisexual pimp from prison who probably found another dick sucker. Because he didn't need Jules's dick sucker.
Out of an addict he was.
Right.
And anybody who's ever loved an addict, that is the hardest thing you can ever do. But you know what? He turned his life around. And not only did he completely he was sober. He started living in a halfway house. And this halfway house changed his fucking life. If I could show you a picture, there's a picture of him he sent me. And he's like, babe, can you see the halo over my head? I was saved. It was my father. His father died in 2005. He says his father saved him and whatnot. And he's like, this is my last chance. I'm going to do it. So...
Well, that sort of fell a bit flat then, didn't it? A halo over his head.
He starts going to all of his classes.
Generally men that are soliciting women are not getting halos over their heads.
See all the certificates he has. Everything that he was supposed to do, he did. And then he decided, you know what? He goes, I want to create a nonprofit because I want to be able to help people like me. There needs to be more of these places. So he started a nonprofit.
What? Why did it get so quiet?
It cost him 3 G's to start.
So he spent $3,000, and of course the judge didn't want you guys to have anything to do with the nonprofit you were involved in. He spent $3,000 on that because he was looking at it as a business opportunity. He wasn't spending $3,000 just to waste $3,000 when he was getting ready to go in front of a judge. Yeah, it was going to look great. Possibly, he was hoping. But what it looked like is that he was just setting up a way to find other women that were addicted and recruit them to expand the business.
Nonprofit.
Yeah,
He didn't.
that's not. Yeah.
It's in her name. I think this must be Anne pausing it.
He didn't need to spend $3,000 on a nonprofit. He didn't even do that shit. He didn't even have a car yet. And he started that nonprofit. He started within 2 months. That is more ambition.
He didn't have a car. And she's saying that he did it within 2 months, and that's ambition. Yeah, that's the ambition of people that make money by ill-gotten gains. Generally, like I would almost think that the same thing applies for pimps, that for drug dealers, because The rug dealers are hell of a salespeople. They could sell ice to an Eskimo. So this man is starting this up with hopes that, yeah, it's a business opportunity. He's looking at it and how he can make more money. He's just not going to throw away $3,000 for a nonprofit when he's a pimp. And what kind of an addict is equipped to run a sober living house? The fuck? He's an addict. How is he equipped to run a sober living house? And you were selling your dick sucker for crack. How are you equipped to run a sober living house? Both of you selling your dick suckers for crack, for rack. Whatever, it's already demonetized. Selling your dick suckers for crack. But you're just going to throw away $3,000 to start a nonprofit. A non-profit. Okay.
Than most people have their whole fucking lifetime. I know it's more ambition than I've ever had. I've saved animals, but I've never started anything on my own. So now, and here's the clincher, the one thing that he did that with his life that he was proud of and that he wanted to leave to his kids, you know, the state of Wisconsin is taking that from him, and he cannot have any contact with the nonprofit or any nonprofit.
Leave to his kids? The fuck? He's gonna leave them. Does this man have kids? And I'm so sorry. Especially because he's on the run. That's like really selfish when you have kids. I cannot. You're gonna leave the good old family business to the kids.
Without their consent. He can't volunteer. He can't do anything. The stuff that he loved. I mean, when he was in the halfway house,
Do you think he would encourage some?
I'm not stopping it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it keeps doing this, but it is. So we're just going to have to. Oh, it looks like Anne was trying to find something, I think. Okay. Just going with it.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we hear you. We can hear you now.
Ran out of battery. I ran out. Thanks, everyone. Hi, Sarah. That's that one. Hi, Ari.
really hurts my feelings is because the one thing that he did that he was proud the fuck of, he took it away. And I designed the logo, but you should see the logo.
So here she's saying that he wasn't allowed to have anything to do with his non-profit. No, we all now know the judge told him to stay away from her because she was then the director of the non-profit. It was her that he was to stay away from.
You know what? It's still his baby.
Hi, laddie da.
But no, and then they took it from him. And then it's our story is hysterical because we were supposed to move in together August 1st. He was picked up July 30th.
Our story. This is such a romance. Our story is hysterical, guys. It's just such a great story. We're going to tell the grandkids one day. You know, the day before he moved into my house, they arrested him for solicitation. You know, that good old prostitution business y'all are running now, the grandkids. You're just a moment, and it's making. Okay, I think Karma just hit me coughing, making fun of that, but I can't stop. You know, grandkids. Your grandpa and grandma worked so hard for this business. Your grandpa had to go to jail the day before he was supposed to move in with your grandma. And look how big. Look how these hoes have grown. Okay, let's continue. It's such a beautiful romance. I mean,
2 days before we were supposed to move in together.
What happened, Jules? Why did they get picked up 2 days before you were to move in together? Because he dumped your ass?
Yeah, I believe you guys never had good timing, if I remember.
Well, you know what though? But we always, and we say things too, that everything happens for a reason. And maybe he does need his reason. Maybe he needs his time to sit his ass down. Maybe he needs to really drive it home, because I told him, you come out, you touch that pipe, we're done. And that's it. There's no turning back. That's why 3 months out and sober.
So you're worried that when he gets out, he's going to touch a pipe and he needs to be 3 months sober. Yet, he was going to be okay to run a nonprofit? Yet. This man was still doing drugs as he's setting up a nonprofit. A sober living facility. The scam of this. Thank goodness the judge put a stop to it. Thank goodness. Holy crap. I'm so glad the judge saw right through this shit. Yeah, love after YouTube season 2. Jules and the Gorilla Pimp, a true love story.
And we marry and we're happy. But if
3 months out and sober and we marry and we're happy. Yeah, you wanted that. He didn't.
If I see that little trigger in your head when you get money in your pocket, I can't get on that roller coaster again. I cannot be on that roller coaster, because loving somebody who does crack is horrible.
Again, you were going to run a sober living facility, right? But you're worried. He has to have all these conditions when he gets out because of the addiction. But you were...
And that is how I've told Jen before. That's how I understood Clint, because of Tracy. Because that crack, man, it's like a little light bulb. It goes ding, and then that's all that matters. That's why when she took his car, I understood why she took his car. You know how many times
You shouldn't be blocked. That's weird. Hello.
He took my car? He stole my car.
But he's a great guy.
But we lived in Wisconsin. He took my car and came back to Chicago. Like, he stole my car several times. I can't even tell you how many times I called the police on him.
What a keeper.
It's just, the cats are running around again. But no, and the thing is I am so proud of him. And then here's the thing, though.
I've been vibrating away in a seedy motel with one of them coin beds. I'm so jealous.
So the one thing is, because all of this is going on,
awesome.
I have felt the need to tell him, because I want to let him know that people, have such shit about him and whatever. And then I told him, I said, hey, I read the
Rainbow. Grandpapa sold his own ass so you could have food on your plate. Muggsy, thank you. I don't know how or what. I'll have to check that later, but you can just save that and give it to somebody else. I appreciate it, though. Oh, my goodness. That's really funny.
I read these old emails that you had sent me. I read them on live, and he goes, you still have old emails? I'm like, yeah. And so he's like, read them to me. So I read them to him, and he's just like, wow. He's like, I did that, And he was really happy that I read those to him, because it reiterated to him. And I even read one of those emails when he was in the halfway house. He told me, he said in that email, if I was not where I am right now, today is the day that it would have broken me and I would have gone back. And that is why he didn't come back to me right away. He told me, he's like, babe, I know that if I come back, he'll be all lovey-dovey, and then he'll go back to the drugs, and then I'll scream.
So I'm going to see this very differently.
Before Ann talks, I'm just going to stop real quick and remind you guys. But they were going to run a fucking sober living house together. And she's all worried about his addiction. Okay, let's hear what Ann has to say.
I think you were his trigger. And I think that's becoming more apparent.
Agree, Ann.
scream and I'll yell, but I still love him and I take him back. And he just keeps doing it. That's what he's like, let me get better. Let me do this for us. He goes, we deserve this. So
have you ever thought about taking, is it again, I don't want to go into too much of it because like, I do respect what's going on with him, but has he ever thought about like, I would love for Clint, just honestly, just because of what he's went through and the fact that, you know, Clint is an addict himself and it's not just pot. Okay. Like he's an addict. But like, I've got kids that are teenagers. Like he's never like, would it be against when he.
Congratulations to Clint for so far beating his addiction, because he's doing great with the new company that he's worked. Hey, Paula, where he's been able to work his way up into management positions. And that company is not an easy place to work for. It is not at all. So, like, I'm super proud of Clint's dedication to staying off of the hard drugs and working so hard to provide for his family.
Gets out, is he like clean out or reporting?
Well, here's the deal. He still has an active warrant in Pennsylvania and connecting states, so we will not be in Ohio. So
right
until
there. He still had active warrants in other states. Did he ever take care of those? Were they dropped? I mean, you're like, he's only in trouble for 2 counts of solicitation. Meanwhile, there's all these other states where he's wanted. Thank God you didn't come to Ohio. Lord. But, and look at the smile. She's like so proud of her man. He's wanted in all these other states, y'all. So I don't know if we're going to be able to leave this state because he's wanted across the country. I mean, I wonder if any of that stuff was ever taken care of. You would think if, like, I guess police don't always transfer you to another state once your time is served. I don't know. And I don't look that shit up, but I am curious. Maybe that's a question for the AIs at some point.
He plans on getting it fixed. He's gonna get it's a charge that's like back from 2004.
Well, that's okay. The connecting state thing.
You know what's funny is he was gonna fix that shit, and then boom, Wisconsin decides after 2 years to come after him after these charges.
Why did Wisconsin decide to come after him after 2 years from these charges? So that tells me she reported him 2 years before and then probably thought it disappeared.
That was a great discovery, Anne. That's exactly it. She had reported him 2 years before, thought that when she was all pissed off and angry, but they took that time like they do, and they built a case in that 2-year time. Because it's not like they're just going to let some hoe call them and say, well, okay, in Ohio, they actually did that with Afro Man. But in most cases, they're not just going to come and falsely arrest a pimp, because then they'll have a situation like Afro Man. So they had to do their due diligence and they had to gather evidence. They had to have enough so when he went to court, they could get a conviction. So yeah, 2 years down the road, you're like, oh, but I'm in love with him again. I don't want to report him now, so I'm going to write a letter to the judge. Tell the judge what a great guy he is. Tell the judge about this nonprofit, even though he's addicted.
Hi, Jen. Jen, you look amazing in this video. Probably thought these charges had disappeared. But
oh, for anybody coming in, this is Jen's tanning bed era. Jen, before she went to jail, She had a whole tanning bed era, and she loved the tanning bed. The tanning bed got to be a safe space for her after a little while, and she used it a lot. But this was her tanning bed era, and she did look beautiful, but it cracks me up, the tan. From tanning beds, it's not the most natural looking tan, and I never really realized it. But that wasn't the point. Jules was the point, and now I forget what I really wanted to say. Sidetracked. Oh yeah, no, I also wanted to say, if you haven't, please hit the like button. And also, at the bottom of the screen, I have got Kendra's Cash App. Today is her birthday, and even though she isn't around, she could use a little bit of love today. So if you would like, please send her a Cash App. Even just $1 or $2 would be awesome, to $KMALEY61.
Lo and behold.
And mind you, you know how many other black men in the same situation that they arrested that same year? 5.
How many of those men were trafficking women?
I just believe
you want to know, I contacted, there's also a girl who was arrested for the same things. Her name was Shauna Baker. And guess what? One of the people that folded on him so she could get out of jail, she happened to be friends with good old Shauna.
So what? You folded on him first. And you probably did go all psycho on this weird Shauna woman. But you gave him up first. And do you know what? That's actually how they build cases too. It's other people. So maybe she did give him a little bit of information. But nonetheless, you sold him out first, and they built that whole ass case because you sold him out first. They might not have even given a fuck if Shauna had said anything if they didn't already have the information that you gave them. But here you are acting like this Miss Shauna is the one who did such a bad thing when you're the bitch who fucking ratted him out.
Did you know her before? And that's what I'm telling you. These.
How do you know this? How do you know this?
God, my
girls, they used this to get out of prison, and then they got out of prison and they started tricking again, and they were doing this on their own. The only reason is that I'm telling you, he was not some scary pimp, and he wasn't.
Well, the only reason I've had a
people that are addicted make really bad choices. As you said, you just said your man would have sold his own ass. He was so addicted. But now you're going to turn around and be like, these women wanted to sell their own asses. They wanted to. It was all them. It had nothing to do with my pimp boyfriend. They would have found another pimp. Always, Jules, always, always, always. You're trying to lay blame everywhere else but around you. So you're trying to first point fingers at Shauna, point fingers at the women, point fingers at all this other shit, but not the fact that you were the goddamn CI that turned him in.
friend trick. Like, the only reason they have pimps is for protection.
In the thing, it says that
mainly. I mean, there's some bad ones, but yeah.
In the thing, it says that he threatened to leave us. It wasn't even his car. It was their car. They were driving.
It wasn't his car.
Why would he leave the people that were making him money? That's really weird. He might leave for like a few hours, but his ass wasn't going anywhere without his hose.
They were driving.
Man.
Yeah, well, cracks begin to look more attractive, Jules.
It's like, I mean, just the things that were said. Well, I told you that I talked to the Department of Justice in Wisconsin. He told me that the one girl told him that my mother died while I was in prison, and I'm going to make sure he rots in hell.
So these are things that were all in these ladies. Oh, thanks, Jamie. Their criminal records. This was all in these people's criminal records. And that she's blaming the victims. Here we go with Jules and her victim blaming.
And you know what? You should look at her. You should look at her record before she even met him. She was arrested 3 times. Bitch, your mom died at home from cancer when you were off doing meth and heroin. You should have thought about that a month before you even met him. You know.
And you should have thought about your mum when you were sitting on alive. Why were you not with your mum? That woman had obviously addictions. You are sitting there judging. Say this is.
So she's just one of those people that blames everybody. The other girl told him,
sounds familiar.
We were all in it for drugs. We were in it. We were a team. It was teamwork. It basically was. It was like high five teamwork. And it was disgusting teamwork. And if you only.
Yeah, but only one person made a profit off of their teamwork. And that was your man.
Knew what I called those girls. If you only. And it was me. Here's the deal, guys. I'm the one who rang the motherfucking bell.
There we go. I'm the one who rang the motherfucking bell.
Yep.
Why did you do that, Jules? Why did you snitch on your man? I'm the reason my man's in prison right now.
Blames everybody. The other girl told him we were all in it for drugs. We were in it. We were a team. It was teamwork. It basically was. It was like high five teamwork. And it was disgusting teamwork. And if you only knew what I called those girls, if you only, and it was me. Here's the deal, guys. I'm the one who rang the motherfucking bell. I'm the reason my man's in prison right now. Because.
And there it is. There it is. Do you guys really think I would have wrote that letter to the judge if I was the CI? Yes, 100%, because you think you're clever, because you can't stop running your fucking mouth. You were trying to backtrack. You wrote the letter as the director of the Freedom, Success, Sobriety. You were also the CI. I don't know how you thought you were getting away with that.
Yeah. I would love to get him to look into it, but
the insane amount of narcissism a person must have to lack the knowledge of how stupid that is. I don't know. Like, is it narcissism? You're insecure? I don't. You did, and thank you. I tried to get to the mute button. I was on another screen looking up something, and I couldn't get back to the mute button. Thank you.
Let's just do that part again, eh?
I'm telling you, he was not some scary pimp. And he wasn't.
Well, the only reason I've had a friend trick, like the only reason they have pimps is for protection.
In the thing, it says that
mainly. I mean, there's some bad ones, but yeah.
In the thing, it says that he threatened to leave us. It wasn't even his car. It was their car. They were driving. It's like, I mean, just the things that were said. Well, I told you that I talked to the Department of Justice in Wisconsin. He told me that the one girl told him that my mother died while I was in prison, and I'm going to make sure he rots in hell. And you know what? You should look at her. You should look at her record before she even met him. She was arrested 3 times. Bitch, your mom died at home from cancer when you were off doing meth and heroin.
And you were on a panel when your mum died, and you had no addictions according to you. So why were you not with your mum?
Yep. Why weren't you spending time with your mom? You weren't even locked up. You were at home doing YouTube all the time, saying, oh, the rest of the family can handle that. I'm here doing my YouTube. She doesn't even know me. She won't remember if I'm there. YouTube's way more important. Wilding out's way more important.
You should have thought about that a month before you even met him. You know what I'm saying? So she's just one of those people that blames everybody. The other girl told him we were all in it for drugs. We were in it. We were a team. It was teamwork. It basically was. It was like high five teamwork, and it was disgusting teamwork.
Right there.
And if you only knew what I called those.
It was teamwork. We were a team. We did crack as a team. We used our dick suckers as a team. And we obeyed the pimp rules as a team. Oh, and I also acted like I ran the team because they were in my apartment.
Girls,
No, we do know what you called those girls because you were in everybody's DMs sharing those women's criminal records with us. And again, I don't care if it was 2%.
Yeah, trying to shame the other women and completely denying the fact that you were also one of the thoughts.
5%, 10%, 20%. That made your man a pimp.
And it was me. Here's the deal, guys. I'm the one who rang the motherfucking bell. I'm the reason my man's in prison right now.
She totally wanted to be a reality star. That could have even been part of in her mind and thinking like, and when she turned him in, like, oh my God, and maybe even we could apply for the reality show. I don't even know if it was a thing in 2016 when she turned him in, but by 2018 and 19, I mean, I would bet money that she sent in an application to Love After Lockup. She was obsessed with Jen. She was obsessed with all of the MTV reality stars. It's got to make you wonder if she tried out for Bret Michaels' show too. It wouldn't surprise me a bit. But she didn't exactly have the look that's required for most reality TV shows. And I wouldn't even mean anything like that against her because it's not like I had that look either. But younger, skinnier. Yeah. You got the crazy down pat, but the younger and the skinnier, couldn't help you.
Because
yeah, I would love to get him to look into it, but they terminated his probation. I don't know how the hell that happened.
Wait, who, what?
They terminated Clint's probation.
Not interested at all.
And no more probation. He doesn't have to report or do anything. And I don't know. It was the worst. He never peed clean. I don't know how this happened. I do not know how this happened.
Wait a minute. So when he's out in 8 days, he's free and clear?
He could go to a dispensary. He doesn't. The counseling off the table. The meetings with all the good stuff that I wanted him to continue. It's not happening anymore. That's where him and I are in a discord right now.
Oh my God, me too. I want to
like,
go back to this.
She's so weird. She did a good thing turning him in, but she lies about everything now and glorifies him. So it makes her sound worse.
Right.
She could have had a hero persona for turning him in. Yeah.
She didn't turn him in for the right reasons. And that would almost be okay, except for the fact that she went back to him. And she supported him for the next 2 years, even though she turned him in. So she didn't, like anybody who's saying that she did a good deed, no. There was no fucking good deed in it for her. She took him back for the next 2 years. And she helped him run the family business. She even talks about their origin story and how the family business and everything was going to play out. It's such a good story. He was arrested 2 days before he was supposed to move in. Like, set for the reality show. And the grandbabies.
But la-di-da, she only turned him in because he dumped her. Then they get back and he didn't know that she had done that. So she's then carried on. They were supposed to be moving in together. Unbelievable.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
So no more group, no more therapy. And that was what disappointed me. I was like, yeah.
I see.
So all the resources. So now it's going to be like, he doesn't have to do it. And so his mom and dad are like, I mean, I don't want to put everything on the table, but one, he's really mad about the comments that Tracy made. There was no comment.
I'm not going to cover a lot of this because a lot of it I don't want to cover because it's old stuff and stuff about Tracy and that as well. I don't really want to go over. But I've took where I feel that it's appropriate to take.
Like, we're supposed to feel bad for, man, I see, this is where
you're supposed to feel bad for one person when then she's going around liking other pictures of doing it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be good for one person and not the other.
Especially when
Lindsay goes, you never even see Amber's face. Exactly.
That whole thing is so loaded. I could say so much on that because I literally just found out things concerning that situation, and I just want to go, Lisa, not cool, man, not cool. Not cool.
For her spreading the story about my man, I will never forgive her. Because of her, people have got a wrong opinion of him, and I will never forgive that. And that's why the gloves are.
People have got an opinion of your man because he was accused of sex trafficking. That's why people have got an opinion of your man.
And you brought it here. You originally talked about it on Lily's thing, and then you're talking about it here. Like, Jules, you brought it here, you talked to us. Now, granted, as big of a fucking cunt as you are, 100% this shit would have come out anyway, because people would have dug it up on you. But you made it like so easy for people to dig it up because you talked about it, you brought it up, you bragged about it over and over. It's not like people had to do the digging themselves and discover it all on their own. No, you told us about him. And then you just have this insane cunt personality that everything you've ever told anybody has gotten used. I mean, too bad, so sad. Don't be such a cunt.
And off, and the gloves will always be off when it comes to her, and there will never be a
and you're the one that gave him that label because you went to the police.
Truce. After what she has done, there will never be a truce. Never.
And I'm not even opposed like a
never. It's like she was foreshadowing her and Jen.
This is extremely overwhelming to me, especially when I choose a side. It's nothing personal towards anyone. Absolutely.
Yeah,
but see, here's my problem: is everybody needs to take accountability for the shit that they have done, and that is the problem. Is there is somebody that makes an excuse for everything?
She loved Jen during this live. This was 2021, so things were still good at this point. I don't think Jen had started her YouTube channel at this point. Or it was it was probably right about the time Jen had started her YouTube channel on her own. Because she had the one, she was doing stuff. Well, she might have had another one, but I remember the Wolfpack one that she started like at the end of 21. Something like that. Because in 2022, when I was in there, was around February or March, and she hadn't had the channel that long. At that point, that particular channel. And in fact, I was talking to both her and Jules. And at that time, Jules was okay with me being in both chats. But then Jules started getting bitchy, and I kind of had to make a decision. And I mean, I wasn't told to make a decision, but I could tell that, I had to pick a side, basically. And so I kind of picked Jules' side. I just stopped going into Jen's or some shit, like, I don't know. But it wasn't even that long of a period, but that was like around the beginning of 2022.
It has happened. And because of all of those excuses, all of our lives have really gotten fucked up.
And happiness, I do want to let you know.
I've been dragged, Jen's been dragged. It's ridiculous.
I have tried to reach out. I have given her even platform. She has my phone number. And I think because Marie hates me so much, which that's clearly evident, that's why Lisa's, I don't know. With Lisa, just like every time.
Oh, and Jules is hate bonding, of course, over Savage and Jugs. And that whole thing. because Jugs was already, her and Jugs were already deep in the fight, and I guess now Savage was getting included too. Lord.
I want to like throw out an olive branch to at least be on some kind of cordial with her. I go into Reddit and then I hear, oh, all I want is one day of peace. What are you talking about?
No, I'm telling you, she would sit there on the streams and be, I just don't want the drama. And then we get off into StreamYard and then she's telling us about all this and that she saw. And it's like, really?
And I even said
that.
Happiness into it. I'm like, Lisa has such great people, meaning Happiness as one of them. Lisa's not going to be alone walking away from those women. She still but like, if this continues, she may not have
better.
She's
One
got.
second. Feel better, Ozzy, Trish. I know you haven't been through
all of this.
Really
all
hope
of this
you
is
get better
exhausting.
soon.
And I have not cried this many tears as I have when he got sentenced. That's the last time I have cried this many tears. And if I'm going to let these women and their opinions and trying to trash my man when that bitch is still living in the ghetto, you're still in the ghetto. Why have you not moved on up? You know what I'm saying? You're still living that life. And then you've got the nerve to come after my man that actually is making a difference.
Excuse me. Why are you talking about how she lives when you're sitting in your Section 8 apartment? Why are you talking about how she lives?
Jules must be so envious of every other person's living arrangements because she is obsessed with everybody else's and how they live. That's why.
She worked.
Trash box.
That's one thing I do know about Lisa. Lisa worked.
He is making more of a difference than most of those people ever will in their life. And it just made me so mad for people to come after my guy. And I know damn well who fed that shit to AMC. I'm not stupid.
Her angry face. I gotta rewind this 10 seconds. Her eyes. Let me see. Can I make this bigger? Oh, come on. Let me see. What is going on? Did I just do that? Damn it. I just fast forwarded that trying to. I just lost where I was. Wait a minute. Sorry, you guys. I'm having tech issues. Did I find it? Okay, let me connect. Again. What is going on? Am I froze? There we go. I just wanted to show her mean face up close. I can't. I gotta try one more time. Okay, stop. All right. All right. Stop. Okay, let's see. Press play one more time.
I mean, I'm still working on your record and your man's. Believe me, I will find it and I will post that stuff too. And I'll do a little crime story about it. How about that? How about you tell everybody, Lisa, about how you bashed
I'm surprised you didn't phone the police and her too.
some bee's face into the sidewalk and you went to jail for it. How about that? I never did that.
When she's going to make do on that threat.
She did that when she fell off the pole.
Yep.
And that's another thing. You
went to the FBI and accused him of trafficking. That was you that did all that.
Jesus.
Okay,
That's a
sorry.
ghetto-ass
But see, that's why I
That is a
don't like to talk about this, because it
ghetto-ass
gets me angry.
God, all I eat off a freaking tanning bed towel. I never, wow.
Wow.
I'm staying away from Cash App because I'm getting some ideas. Oh, no.
He peed on me once, though.
He peed on me once, though.
Oh, I lost my closed captions. What happened? There we go. I can't go back to where I was, but I'm glad I went here.
Did y'all hear that? Everybody together?
Ew. Ew.
I cannot believe this.
Ew.
Hi, Kay.
Ew.
Kay, I'm glad you saw this because I know that you were really sticking up for her that day in AC's channel. And I get it. Obviously, the CI, her name isn't going to be in the documents, but there's conflicting things in those documents, and you hear it from the judge. And I will get those documents because the judge says there's a conflict of interest because the director of the Freedom Success Sobriety is also a victim who is the CI. So that obviously became Jules. Like, it was clear it was Jules. But there's Jules admitting to Glenwood peeing on her. Yeah.
But that was just one of our funky things.
Wow.
No, I don't want to argue anymore. I really don't. I don't.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
But it took. She played her last card with that one, going after him. I hope she enjoyed that last card.
Yes, Kate. Jules definitely had visions of love after lockup. Definitely, that's where she was going.
Ooh. Hello.
Because I don't forget.
That's why I said there's got to be some like huge and I believe one of Lisa's huge and secrets. Well, I know. Well, like I said, I could drop a bomb, but I'm not.
She's told secrets to a lot of people that I think she's forgetting.
I hope it comes up in this because at one point somebody asked Jules to stand up and she said, "Oh no, I'm okay from the waist up." Okay, Lisa, I've seen it.
No, I'm talking like
that little mouth in the middle of the night says a lot of secrets, and that's what I'm saying for her.
Thank you.
And my only thing is be accountable for what you were doing. And then she told everybody had sock accounts and went into Jen's lives. Not everybody went under a sock account and said, "I love you."
Well, I mean, at least I can say she did reach out, other than the day that she never reached out on January 8th. But like, I don't know what else I can do concerning her. I've told Amy, I think another person, I'm like, like, have her call me. Like,
look at the reference to Jen. Well, actually, Jen had the right date in this. January 8th was the real date. It wasn't January 9th. But Jen had the right date. January 8th. And look, it was already like Jules was celebrating it like it was a holiday for Jen just back in 2021, because it had just happened a few months before, for Jen just to know the date like that. Why would anybody just know that date unless Jules had already been hammering it into everybody's heads? I really don't know where January 8th became January 9th, though. Unless something else also happened in January 8th.
Woman to woman. But I'm telling you, she is dead ass scared of what Marie is going to do, or Marie's got to know something. I don't know. I cannot see why that woman has not watched.
So that was a bit I really wanted to hear. There's another part where she's talking about, it might come up, but those stickers behind her were for her prison call for Glenwood and her to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. That's why the shamrocks were behind her. I was gardening today and running away from my gardening to write a number on a pad. Like these are the bits I want to hear. That was a different year though, Dreamy. That wasn't actually Dorothy. This was 2021. But my point is, Jules admits that she was the one that dobbed Glenwood in, that she did that. This is why she's always lied about it. Like, stop calling us all liars when we all know.
Held him in my arms that first time, and she's got.
You know what else is really fucking crazy about all this? And gaslighting as fuck and ignorant as fuck? So all of this time, Jules has said and sworn over and over she was never the CI. Over and over and over. I mean, on everything she swore. She was never a confidential informant. She had the nerve to act like she didn't even know what the fuck a confidential informant was at one point. And then at the snap of a finger, all of a sudden it's like, well, at least Jules was a confidential informant. At least Jules did the right thing. But this bitch lied about it. Another reason, if she did the right thing, then why was she lying about it after she'd already admitted it? And if she was so proud of what she had done, why was she still lying about it? Why are you idiots such a bunch of idiots?
Got other children. She's got 2 other children. And so her sister's just like, oh, there she goes again, talking about her age.
Kate, I respect that you need to hear this for yourself. I respect that.
Angel baby, and he's the troublemaker. His older brother is a police officer. His sister, Lorona, she does really great things. She does lesbian cruises.
This is the sister she now trashes. This is the sister that did the interview.
And then she's also she works for the streets and sanitation or whatever in New York. But yeah, his brother and sister are not like this. I mean, this is not where he comes from. And that's what's so funny is people just think that he always just another black guy. And he's doing this and that. This was not what he was born.
See, who are these people that just think that, Jules? It's not, nobody had an opinion of Glenwood. Nobody, because nobody knew who your boyfriend was. This is you that has these opinions. These are the opinions you had about your own fucking boyfriend. This was you.
To do. When he was 18 years old, he was caught from hacking into the FBI's computers.
To see you, Dorothy.
He was interviewed on a talk show when he was 18. The FBI wanted to hire him, but that's when, not long after.
The FBI. He turned 18. He was such a good hacker that the FBI wanted to hire him. But he chose the career path of being a pimp. FBI pimp. FBI pimp. Legacy to my kids. Pimp. Pimp wins. Jules. I swear. You can't tell me she hasn't continued to smoke the rack.
After that is when
the FBI wanted to hire him, but they ended up with you.
Right.
The monkey got on his back, and then that monkey just kept him jumping around from year to year.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing what drugs can do to somebody.
People find it evasive enough. I had a really, really big problem when I found.
Again, she just says that monkey on his back, and it kept on chasing him and chasing him. but she thought he was going to be able to run a nonprofit sobriety house, a sober living facility.
Found out that you were really upset and that you know, they had gotten into his personal business, and I'm like, wait a minute, but there's somebody that's with some.
No, when somebody's in prison, there's no such thing. And when Jules brings it to the internet, exactly, Sarah, what does that mean? See, these are the words that are coming out her mouth.
Somebody that legit isn't their husband. He's done some time, like, but it's okay. I mean, do you get what I'm saying? CPS has visited me, Amy, blah, 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 blah. Why is it the 3 people that...
I mean, in truth be told, Lisa's daughter is almost 18. So honestly, I don't think CPS would even care, for real, on that one.
But why is...
How do you know her daughter's almost 18?
Okay, so why is it, but then that goes into she goes into, well, my child's being attacked. No, but there's also so much to that situation that I have proof of, that I've seen. And there, like I said, I could drop the bomb, but I ain't going to be the bitch of the day. But I'm just going to say that one's going to play itself out, and people are just going to be like, wow, I'm stepping back. This is too messy now.
But what I said tonight on here is probably the most that I've talked about this, like, in, like, detail, like, kind of gossipy in a way since it started, because I'm not going to do it. And you know what? I figured, fuck it, because I was doing a live on IG, and somebody's like, hey, Jen is live on Auntie's channel. And so I'm just like, okay, guys, let's go over there and pop in. And so I came here to support Jen, and then you like drop the link. I'm like, fuck it, I'll come on up. Because you know what? My beef never was with AMC. It never was.
And mine was just blinded by, like, why are people bringing me up right now?
No, it's because she's guilty as hell, and she's trying to.
And no one ever said my name. Yep.
And I know, and that's why when everybody found out, I was just like, okay, that bitch knows, because I told her. Well,
do you know what? You can tell she dyes her own hair.
I like Bambi. Can we just get along, please? You guys were doing really well coexisting, and I really appreciated it. I know you guys don't like each other. There's a lot of shit going, like animosity and shit between you all. But I really like Bambi. And I like you guys too, but I've known Bambi so much longer. And I've appreciated the coexisting that's happened up until now. But I've also been a little bitch that hasn't coexisted before, so, like, I don't want to be a hypocrite, but I'd appreciate it because I like both of you. Okay, let's continue.
Exactly, Gary.
In a heartfelt moment.
That's why when she's saying, people will say, oh, he's just another black guy. Nobody said that. Nobody. But that's the way Jules thinks.
Ginger, you've been great. It's Ginger, Paul, you guys have been great. It's Gary. Gary's the problem child. Where's Mia? Where's Mia? She can declare Gary the whole damn problem. She's got a doctorate. She's not a doctor. She does have a doctorate degree. It's not a doctor. Like, not a medical doctor. All right, let's continue. And Gary, you crack me up. I hope, yeah. I don't really care if she does or not. Jules is banking a lot of money, though, so hopefully Jules is claiming all of her shit because she's making thousands a month.
That's exactly the way Jules thinks.
I think that they got mad at you because I'm not trying to say it's like a cultish thing, but it's so funny that Marie says that I run a cult, whatever. No, I don't. I really don't. But like, I think they started getting mad because Marie does this. I see Marie does nothing but deflect. She's always done that.
Oh, look, we have somebody in here asking how many communication degrees are you claiming? What is that supposed to mean?
How many communications? I have 2. I got my associate's degree.
No, I think that's a smart ass comment.
Okay, because what I like to do some of my own lingo. Yes, I have 2 communications degrees. Absolutely.
And me, like I said online, due to a traumatic event that happened to me, I quit high school and I ended up getting my GED.
She quit high school due to a traumatic event. See, this is what Jules does. Jules makes excuses for herself and her choices in life. That's exactly what Jules does. Due to a traumatic event, but you've just spent this live victim shaming those women because they stood up to Glenwood.
Well, I'm just hoping that one of them blocks the other at this point, because, yeah. Gary, you have no intention of stopping. Bambi didn't even start with you. I'll ask Bambi to block you, but it's really... I don't know. I like you both. I don't want to take sides. I'm just calling it as I see it. And Gary knows he's not stopping. I think Gary's a pretty self-aware person. Oh, don't even be bringing up kids. Okay, see, Gary, now I'm going to have to time you out for the kid comments. Come on. Gary. I don't even want to time you out. I don't want to do it. Please. Don't bring in the kids.
I know at the beginning she said only because the hotel room was in his name. Well, there's a reason it was in his name. He also did the back page. See, she's avoiding all this on this live.
So, and I'm proud. I'm proud of everything. I'm proud of everything that I've been through and everything that I have become. I am.
Shit, we got your GED. Like, that's shit. It's no different. They always pretend like it's such a big deal not to have your high school diploma and to get a GED now. It's exactly
And
same
you
shit.
can not realize that like stuff that I say, it just becomes so catchy. Like okay, like the texts. Okay. Like sometimes I'll throw Texas in because some people like it that I flubbed up and said it like that. You know, so it's like
when I was on the phone with Jen, I'm just like, okay, I'm like, Jen, are we talking about the state or are we talking?
Twisted Ginger, see when I tell you that she sent me all of these women's criminal records.
It's crazy.
And saying, look at this one, look what she's done, look. And there was numerous women, not just one, two, and she even said on this, one of them was my friend.
Numerous, not just a couple, not just the two that he was charged with the solicitation of. Several women, Anne said, that she showed her pictures of.
About what's in your phone.
And you know,
and
all
block anyone like that.
Well, when you have nothing to do at night because you can't sleep, I start just like rewatching stuff of mine, and I'm like, oh my god, how long have I been saying this? But like, even when I like clean it up, they're like, Jen, just go back to saying Texas, and I'm like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to like be the communications major? Or do you want me to be the person that just said, I don't know? I say collective. I say a lot of stuff that you guys don't. If you don't know Tammy Roman, she was on Real World. She was on Basketball Wives. She does Bonnet Chronicles, and she come like Wolf Pussy. That's where I came up with Wolf Pussy. Like, if you want to talk the talk and you're Gucci, like this and that, don't be walking around with a fake fur coat with a black stripe down the back. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I got Wolf Pussy from.
3:30. Let me go to 3:30.
Freaking quilt. He's done made a quilt. He's already finished half a quilt. There's such a pattern.
And then you got me like what did I do? Did I snore too much? It's hard in my sleep. What the fuck did I do? Because it was like night and day. Like went to bed, one thing, woke up, another thing. It's like
okay. And it's not fair for her because like she shouldn't be getting painted out. And that's how I met her, was pretty much of what it is now. And I don't want her to feel like she's not important or she was never important to him. And if that's the way that he feels, and you know, then let it go.
Wait, is that kind of what he said? That he never had feelings?
That's true.
I asked him.
That's what I told Jen. Like that was a long time ago. And then, I mean, yeah, it would go up. I doubt that there was ever anything real. You know?
No, that's not okay. That's okay.
It's all good.
Yeah, but
for
it's
me.
not. It's not cool. It's just not okay to talk to other people about the.
Yeah, and reality, I've talked to a few other people that have either been hit on him, that are also married. So it's not. I'm not the only.
Freaking quilt. He's done made a quilt. He's already finished half a quilt. There's such a pattern.
And then you got me like
Fun fact, somebody that we were friendly with went into Amzi's and told her that her hair was absolutely stunning, that she should have a deal with that like L'Oreal or something. And Siwa went absolutely wild, and that woman got blocked from her chat.
That's fun.
And it might have been Happiness, actually. It was somebody that came into both, but went in and said, Amzi, your hair is stunning. Amzi has it stunning hair.
Amzi does have stunning hair. It's so thick. Like, she's got a really good head of hair, too.
what did I do? Did I snore too much? Like, hard in my sleep? What the fuck did I do? Because it was like night and day. Like, went to bed, one thing, woke up, another thing. It's like, okay.
And it's not fair for her because, like, she shouldn't be getting painted out. And that's how I met her, was pretty much of what it is now. And I don't want her to feel like she's not important or she was never important to him. And if that's the way that he feels, and you know, then let it go.
Wait, is that kind of what he said? That he never had feelings?
I asked
That's what I told
him.
Jen. Like, that was a long time ago. And then, I mean, yeah, it would go up. It was, yeah, I doubt that there was ever anything real. Yeah,
No, that's not okay. That's not.
That's okay. It's all good.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not cool. It's just not okay to talk to other people about the.
Yeah, and reality, I've talked to a few other people that have either been hit on him, that are also married. So it's not. I'm not the only one, and they've all said that it's strengthened their marriage, and it did strengthen my marriage. Like, so, you know, I fucked up, and we opened it up. I never really did anything. He never really did anything, and yeah, it's not the best marriage in the world, but what marriage is?
Well, you know, it's fucked up.
Definitely a lot better than that fuckboy. So.
Jules, you are not even one to judge about anybody having an open marriage. Fucking prostitute. Pretty sure married men are a part of the clientele. There's a clip that was posted of her talking about Simone. Simone on Bottom Fears. I don't know who that is. Simone?
So.
As fucked up as everything is they do say everything happens for a reason, and I am a firm believer in that. So I'm not sure what exactly this fucked up reason is that all of this happened.
The potato soup.
Huh?
We make a joke. He makes.
I thought Simone might be one of the hoes. Oh, okay. There's a clip that was posted of her talking about some of this on Reddit. Well, you know, that Simone was just, you know, one of the hoes.
Makes a kale potato soup. I don't know. I just don't like. Amy she's not an emotional person. Like, she holds a lot of stuff in, and I think Amy and I react. We have a lot in common, and get some tongue. Put some tongue in there, AJ. Yeah. I mean, I don't like.
Oh, I think Jen played that today. That clip about the car and how she was trying to take him out. Ginger. Great typo.
Like her
That was
when
it for
she
you guys,
called.
obviously.
Well, it did something to me because I'm about to go upstairs and find something to vibrate. But like, I don't like, you know, like a lot of the times that her and I get into arguments, it's not even because of him, because he tells her, I don't want you talking to Jen. And then he gives her the whole whatever spiel. And then her and I end up getting into it. And I'm like, well, it's kind of like that with me too. Like with her, I'm like, I just, like, if he doesn't, like, I've told him 50 million times, keep my name out of your mouth. Do not make me the blame game for whatever isn't happening with you and Amy, because you were the reason things are not happening with you and Amy. I told him this last week. I said, you always said you wanted a woman that you could lay with in bed and talk about blah, blah, blah. You have this in front of you, Matt. So let's discuss the elephant in the room. What are your feelings for my friend? And he's clear as day. Amy, you can say it. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but he said what he said. And then,
yeah,
and
Very cutthroat, just kind of like.
He was not very cutthroat at all. He was very.
Oh, and by the way, it's like all my fault. That's why they weren't there anymore, because I fucked up.
So there was excuses. It's kind of how Lisa does things. There's always an excuse to it.
He's always maintained the same, like sometimes he says it when he's mad. I've heard him say it, whatever. But that day I was just like, listen, it was kind of like, let's cut to the chase because I'm tired of fighting with my friend over you. What are your feelings? Like, you have this woman that you are.
You do. I'll go and play it if I just want to know if it's on today's, and I'll pull it up because not everybody was in Jen's anyway. I'm sure not everybody heard it there, and that's the one I bet it was. Is what Jen played probably.
You know, that is everything that you've told me that you want in a woman. You have that. Why? What is wrong? And he said, it's just not going to happen with her and I. And she didn't say anything, which is weird because she normally gets mad or just something. And then I was like, okay,
It
Matt.
was honest.
So
I appreciate honesty at least. Jesus.
But then he called her like
the only thing I wanted.
Yeah, but then he called her today and he's like, hey, what's up? Can you get my jet card?
I think this was it.
Like, really?
Okay, I see it.
Not a 2-day fight because he's been.
I found it. I'll play it.
Will suffer from. So now I'm doing cricket. And see, that's the thing. And guys,
make sure you guys can hear it. You should be able to. I'm also going to run to the restroom real quick while this plays. Okay, let's see.
okay, I don't know how many of you people suffer from, like anxiety, like when your anxiety gets really bad and you just can't think. It's like literally the other day, guys, I sat there, I was laying in my bed and I couldn't move. I was frozen. I've been doing a bunch of nothing. Which makes me look like I have a pathetic life like they say I do. Especially after Dee's been here. And I'll be damned if I'm going to give that pig this much energy. But yeah, that really fucked shit up. And it's not just a matter of people being scared to be here. It's like, it's freaking me out of leaving the house. It's freaking me out about being outside. You know what I mean? So yeah. So excuse me if I have people showing up here and taking me back in therapy and all of this other shit. I had to make an extra therapy appointment after that. You know that? I've never had to make an extra therapy appointment. This is somebody who doesn't like to leave the house as it is. But yeah, so I'll literally just sit there in my bed and hours will go by. Hours. And I won't even, I'll look at my phone here and there and that's it. That's it. It's summer. I was supposed to go out and meet somebody this summer. And this was supposed to be my summer, right? But no. And it kills me though, because people think I'm so horrible, but never, ever on my worst would I've ever wanted to send.
Oh my God. Hey Kay, hey Emily. You know what? This is not a Fungus Among Us. This is not what Jen played at all. This is hilarious. Has anyone watched Worst Ex Ever on Netflix? Primetime Predator episode about Jeffrey Paschal? Oh my gosh. That's some tea too. Nope, I haven't, and yes, I will. I might even take detailed notes on it and talk about it, maybe. Wow, I wonder if that's the woman that Yahoo, that YB interviewed on his channel. Oh my gosh, thank you for letting us know. Both of you guys got breaking news. Hey, Amber. Amber, oh my gosh, what did you, it's so good. Wow. It's very disturbing, I bet. So we know she doesn't leave her house. How many summers has she said they were ruined by the internet? It was her hot girl summer, and y'all ruined it. Her You Go, I Go stream ruined everything. I remember, yeah, the trial. I didn't listen to the details, but I do remember the trial. Kristen is the one that he beat and interfered with the 911 call. Amber, is that the one that YB interviewed? So every once in a while, 90 Day Fiance actually does come up in our topics. For those of you that wonder why we're called 90 Day, every once in a while we still talk about it. Oh my gosh. Summer is now canceled for all bugs. I wish. You don't think so? Okay. All right, let's get back to this bee. Well, I'll get back to the bee. You guys keep talking about whatever you want.
Anybody to anybody's house like Brooke did. And she knew damn well that Dee would do stuff like that. No, I'm fine. I'm not struggling like that. I mean, I'm not going to do anything. But I get frozen. I get frozen. I have had constant therapy since 2010. Since I checked myself in the hospital in 2010. When I just had a major break.
Hey, Megs. Actually, we're just replaying that live. Where she admitted that she liked to get peed on. It was a kink. But we already played that part, I think. We might play it again, though. You just never know what you're going to walk into here, Megs. That's just what it is. She does need a psychiatrist. She always said that she had one, but I never believed it.
Down. And I've had constant therapy other than 2016 when I was in Wisconsin. When everything went to hell. And that is why...
I mean, you must be lying to your therapist so hardcore to have constant therapy, even still to this day. You still say that you're in therapy. And you must have snowed your therapist so bad. But I would think therapists could see through that shit.
I felt for Jen, and I never want Jen to hear this because I don't want Jen to ever think that we could have anything in common. But I know where Jen's mindset was, and and I know it now. That's why I backed off, is because I saw myself in there. You guys know when I got arrested for the weed, do you know that I was prepared to kill Glenwood and I? Yep.
So you were prepared to do, and screw the commercials and shit. You were ready to do a murder suicide. You were basically ready to murder Glenwood and kill yourself, is what you're saying right here. That you were about to be a murderer. But you want to come at me for asking somebody what size knife after they said they were going to kill themselves and it was going to be all my fault? And they had held up knives in the past, so I said, hey, what size knife?
Yep, I was. Everything was so out of hand. My medication was not right. He was a drug addict, and I couldn't understand why he loved that drug more than me, and I wasn't more important than it. And I did use a couple.
Yeah. Oh, where you used a couple of times. Damn it! Why did I pause there?
Couple times with, well, I shouldn't say. Like I said, it on the 2 hands. It's less than 2 hands.
I remember when she said she used a couple of times, and that's bullshit. Less than 2 hands. So less than 10 times is what you're trying to say. First you say a couple of times, and then you say less than 2 hands. Why didn't you just say you could count on 1 hand? Why didn't you just keep it at 2? It was over 10 times. That's why. You did it several times because you already said in that other video that you guys worked as a team. You did the crack together as a team. You were a good old team, hoeing and cracking and not robbing anybody.
Hands, more than one, less than two. But anyway, all of that, I believe, fucked with my chemistry in my brain, and I wasn't right. We were driving on 41, and I slammed on the brakes and spun the car out into a ditch. It's a miracle that we lived. He can tell you about it someday. It's a miracle that we lived. It's a miracle that all that happened was I got arrested for possession. But it was because of our fighting. Because of all of the whatever. And that's why we're talking, you know, it's just... and that's why I don't like to keep going back there. Do you know what it's like to have people keep bringing all of this back to you? I wish I could erase the whole year of 2016. And that's why I don't go without therapy. I make sure I don't go more than a month and a half without therapy. And for a psych appointment, it's every 3 months, like clockwork.
Sure.
Because I need other eyes on me. Yep, exactly. And it wasn't even a long-term use, though. It wasn't. Even when I was young, I snorted coke for a little bit, like in my late teens, early 20s. But that wasn't me. I didn't like myself on it. I don't like being bajiggity. My friends will tell you that's my word I use, bajiggity. Because I don't like feeling like that, like ever since I just...
Bitch, do you know what crack is made out of? You know, crack gives you the bajiggities. It gives you like triple the bajiggities and like a fraction of the time. At least from my understanding. Like, you didn't want to do cocaine because it gave you the bajiggities, so you decided to smoke crack.
Just smoke that joint, you guys can hear that I'm completely like, this is where I operate best. And that's why for my ADD, when the doctor prescribed Ritalin to me, it was like, no, I told him, no, this isn't going to work. Because he wanted to put me on Ritalin first and then Adderall. And I'm like, no, I didn't. I think I still have some Ritalin pills somewhere around my house in a box. Seriously. And that was like from, I can't even tell you, probably almost 10 years ago. But
actually, a fungus among us, I will say, hey, Xbox, I will say that I dated a guy back in 1999, 2000, who put crack in a joint. And the joint smelled really weird. And I'm like, why does this joint smell so weird? Because it's got a really distinct smell. And then he told me what it was. I'm like, what the hell? So I guess I did try it, not by choice, by a boyfriend who laced it and didn't even tell me about it. But I just that one time didn't give me any desire to try it again or anything. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh my God, I gotta do it again now that he laced it. No, it smelled really gross. And I don't think there was enough in it with the weed. Or once I knew what it was, I stopped smoking it anyway. I don't know, but it didn't do anything, and I didn't want any part of it. Oh, that smell. That smell is something. No, Primo is usually, Primo is like Coke or weed or any of the, like when you've got prime quality. That's what Primo is, just prime quality of the rugs of your choice. I was mad, but I was not nearly as mad as what I should have been, just me. I'm absolutely certain that I was probably only stupidly irritated and not even like super mad about it, which I should have been. But I can't imagine something like that making somebody suddenly like want to do it more. So I don't know. And on one hand, I do agree with you. You can't really just go from like weed to crack. But on the other hand, I don't know. Maybe you could. I don't know. That's my definition of primo. I don't know. Maybe it does mean something else. And I'm like, just an old Gen Xer that doesn't know any better. So maybe something. That makes sense, Christoph. People don't want to alter their state of mind. That feeling makes them. It is a huge leap, Habby. Exactly. It's a huge leap. Generally, you are probably going to try coke before crack, I would think, too. But I don't know. All right, let's continue this.
So anyway, that's why I take clonidine for the ADD, and it helps. I am better to depressants than stimulants. I respond better. But yeah, because when I get too hyped up and bajiggity, I shut down. I mean, like when I was moving with my sister was helping me move when we were moving into here, and Allie and Trip were crying, and it was the people next. It was a lot. It was a lot all at once, and all of a sudden, I just went into overload, and I snapped, and it is what it is. It is what it is. I hate that I'm like that, but it is what it is, and I need time to reset. And I did. I reset, and we went ahead with it. I didn't think I was able to go on. I mean, because there was times when I would shut down like that, and I'd shut down, but it sucks. Mental illness is a motherfucker. And it sucks that it runs in my family. So it's like I already had mental illness. And then you compound everything, and it's just trazodone and Effexor. They put me on trazodone once, and I hated it. But I take Effexor, and I had to increase my Effexor. I'm on a higher dose, and we may do a higher dose next time in 3 months. I don't know. And that really sucks. It sucks that I was down. You guys, my meds, my dosages were so low. Anybody who takes Effexor, I was on the lowest one, the peach one. Or not the peach one, the one that's peach and gray. It's like, but now I'm up to 75.
Oh my God, she's giving her milligrams for her drugs. Is she up to 75 milligrams of Effexor because she needs more than that? I thought 150 was like the lowest. Okay, so Google definition, primos. Oh, I guess it was marijuana cigarettes treated with crack cocaine, or a screwball is heroin and meth. A smoking gun, heroin and coke. So a smoking gun was what they did in Pulp Fiction when he accidentally pierced her. What was it? She had an overdose? Or no, she had been doing cocaine and then she did heroin. And then he had to pierce her with the thing, with the needle. So that she had a smoking gun. Wait, I needed to put that on screen. All right, well, thank you for educating me. Of all the things to say on the internet. Thank you for the education. Look, we learn here. We get high on weed and we learn things and we get high on weed. Or some of us don't.
At one point, I was on 225. Oh, no shame. Especially no shame right here. No, it sucks. And I've never hid this. I am proud of all of these people that live these perfect lives, and they've never suffered from mental illness, and they've never been used and abused by anybody and made to feel that they're less than. I am so happy that they feel that way.
Why would you be proud or happy of those people? Jealous much?
Because there are some that they laugh at me. Oh, you're going to cry. You're going to this, that. How the hell? And you know what else cracks me up is they're literally acting like what Glenwick did was a horrible thing, blah, 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 blah. But then they make fun of pimps. They joke around about bottom bitch. Will you please make up your mind and stay in a lane and pretend that you're an advocate or not? Because you're actually just laughing at it. Because you don't know the story. None of it.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, and I'm going to be damned if I'm going to sit there and watch. Like, Heidi, why would Heidi go over to stand-up guys? She did that because Heidi does what she wants to because she's that bitch. They are like that because they attacked during COVID in the doctor's office.
Oh my God, this must have been in like 2023. Holy shit, this probably was only like like 2020. Well, hello, Sir Pounce. You want some love, okay.
Yeah, it's, I was higher. When I came back from Wisconsin, I was a lot higher. And I worked really hard to get where I was. And people know the difference. But everybody steady want to bring me back there. But and then it just really upsets me though for Maria to say, well, Brooke's not a.
Oh, it was cut off at the Marias. Well, that was good. And that broke my Reddit sabbatical. That's the first time I've been on Reddit since December, like the first week of December. So December, January, February, March, April. 5 months I spent off of Reddit. 5 months. Damn. A fungus among us, thank you very much for bringing that to my attention. You called yourself a bottom bitch. That's why we make fun of you. Right, Stevie Lee? Yeah, that's not. They shame pimps. I know. I mean, those people are so weird. They shame pimps. E11, right? The irony of Sly to call her that before we heard her say it. Okay, let's see. What I have been going for almost 3 hours. I think I'm going to end it here. I can always come back and finish it another day. Or you can go back also and rewatch. Let me, I think is this, do I still have it? This is the link to finish watching Anne's stream. You can also go to AMZ's. Let me find. AMZ, put out the whole stream also. Let me find that link. Oh, wait, was that it? Triflin Tuesdays. Oh, what a name. I might name this Triflin Thursday. I think I will. Copy. Control V. There is AMZ's link to watch the entire stream over there. And let's change this title. Update title to Triflin Thursday. Little ode to AMZ. Triflin Thursday. All right. I guess that is it. Also, please hit the like button on your way out. And if you are feeling so inclined and you would like to put a little smile on Kendra's face, she would certainly really appreciate it. Today's her birthday. And you can just send her $1 or $2 to her Cash App, $KMALEY 61. She's taken a sabbatical from YouTube. We don't know if it's for a long time, a good time, forever, or what. I'm on the naughty list. I never get off the naughty list. But please, send Kendra just a little happy birthday hello, even if it's just $1 again. That's $KMALEY 61. Oh, it's basically yuck. Too much. Angel dust is basically embalming fluid. Ooh. Ooh, yuck. Do you want to say bye, Sir Pounce? Speak. Can you speak? Speak. You're right here. Say hello. Speak. All right, he ain't going to speak. He's going to speak as soon as I hit the end button. That's what he is going to do. Where is my little graphic for thank you for watching? There we go. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great night. Hey, Jeff. Oh, Jeff, I'm sorry. I am just ending the stream. It's good to see you, though. Have a great night. Hopefully somebody else will go live soon. And good night, everybody. Thank you.